Hey moguls, it's Dr. T here, and I'm just checking in with another upgrade today where our focus is all about reality alchemy, the science of really shifting timelines and manifesting supreme success. Okay, so welcome, mogul, because moguls are visionary leaders, right? And you're not just here to change your life, you're here to reshape your entire reality. And in fact, in this new exponential era, moving out of the industrial revolution into the technology revolution, i.e., the transformation revolution, we are going into exponential reality at the most rapid quantum level. And it's early days. It is going to be absolutely super quantumly fast. And that's because we're all here to reshape the reality. Because guess what? Wasn't doing very well. Only a teeny tiny amount of people in the world were doing well. And the evolutionary process is we have left the Capricorn era of the Industrial Revolution and we have entered the Aquarian era of revolutionary technological transformation. So it is about a complete shift in reality. And it's going to be a complete shift in everybody. So if you've ever felt like you are meant for more, like there's a higher timeline waiting for you to step right into it, you're right. This is what I refer to as reality alchemy. Okay. And you're in the exact right place to unlock the science of shifting timelines and manifesting supreme success. Okay, so I'm Dr. Tracy Thomas, as a reminder, aka Dr. T. I am a quantum transformation advisor, leader, and most importantly, I am a mogul maker. I turn leaders into moguls. I help high frequency leaders become empire makers, dynasty makers, and destiny changers and elite influencers of this new reality. Okay, so this is not just another video. This is a multi-million dollar upgrade. Okay, so stay tuned all the way through to receive the energetic codes that are going to reprogram your trajectory for generations to come. Let's get into this transformation. Okay, so reality alchemy is the intentional shifting of your current timeline into a higher frequency, a more successful, more aligned version of reality where you do creation on demand. You have an intention, you receive the reality. No more of this delay where a small percentage of people in the world are so far forward into a future that is so incredible. And then the mass population is dragging ass behind because also in all the stuff that we have going on, everything is outdated, antiquated, all this stuff. All I have to do is look at the bureaucratic bullshit to just be like, you know, somebody the other day was asking me to like fax something or mail something. I'm like, what era are you in? What is going on? We are in the era of exponential creation on demand. The intention, give me the immediate reality. We are trying to sync up and get one with reality, not be stuck in the constant reliving of the past because we have these stupid systems that keep having us relive the same thing. We have to stop that. We've got to get into the process of quantum creation, where your thoughts, frequency, decisions, and the environment converge into a new material experience. Okay? Because you're not here to passively receive reality or chase it. Like, here's my intention, and then for years I'll wait, and maybe it never comes. That's so out of sync with actual reality and how creativity works. We just keep doing the same old stuff. It's unbelievable to watch it. And people, I can't even stand to watch it. You're not here, people, to receive reality passively. You are here to engineer it intentionally, to alchemize your past into gold, to bend reality in your favor, to manifest from alignment, not hustle on the hamster wheel. This is the old school, old world. And the future people are in the future. And if you are not there, if you have a delay between your intentions and your reality, anybody that has that, we've got to get into a new level of creativity. It begins by upgrading. Okay, we got to upgrade your awareness of where you are at this moment, what program's running, and we got to activate the power to leap into a higher timeline. How that happens? We get into the frequency of flow. We raise our frequency, get into the frequency of flow, and this is where you essentially are just one with reality. Okay, so you're kind of always standing at a crossroad between timelines, right? Each decision you make, each belief you hold, each frequency you embody chooses a path that you go down. There are infinite versions of you living out parallel possibilities. It's fascinating. And reality alchemy is about becoming the version that already has done what it is that you desire. Because that exists. You wouldn't even have the desire if it didn't already exist in the field. It's so great. Okay, this is not magic. It's alignment. And I can tell you, as someone that was always totally far ahead of reality, so far ahead. That's what it means to be free, right? You're so far ahead of it. You just get to cruise. And you're just having reality do what you want to do. And I will tell you, years of doing this work and going in where people were in different timelines and needed to train them and get them onto the field of intentionality, and being with people to be, point blank in my family, people that were close to me, people around me, people in my neighborhood, to be around people that are on some massive, weird time warp where you're like, it's 10 years later, you're still look the same, having the same conversation, doing the same thing. You are in a time warp and going nowhere. And every moment I hang out with you, I'm literally on that timetable instead of being where I'm supposed to be. And fortunately, I know how to reprogram, but this is what everyone's going to have to do, because this is not magic, moguls. It's alignment. Well, and it feels magical, I tell you that. So timelines are going to shift when you upgrade your identity. That's what the mogul identity is all about. These are timeless, legendary, dynasty making people. Moguls are, right? And it's amazing, right? And so the other thing you have to do is elevate your emotional state. You have to raise the frequency more accurately so you can be in the frequency of flow. And then you're in the flow. Time is literally evaporates. You are one with reality. It's so much better than anything. They're like, oh, I want to be happy. Oh my God, you want to be in flow, people. Trust me. You've got to raise the frequency and you've got to choose higher order actions. They all take you up the frequency. And you have got to delete, cancel, and collapse your lower programming with intention. It gets replaced, right? Angry gets replaced with, in place of angry is funny. Let's go with that. In place of angry is money. There it is. In place of angry is wealthy. In place of angry is sovereignty. In place of angry is destiny. I can go on and on and on. We have to replace it. Okay. This is the power we cultivate inside our amazing transformative ecosystem, our mogul reality field, which is the International Moguls Club, right? And we have shifted we've got the Empire Company, the Dynasty Company, but really the Moguls Club is the heart of it. It's the community. And we've been recently elevating everything to just call the company the International Moguls Club from when it was the Moguls Club. And international is because we want to be absolutely capable of flowing anywhere, anytime, in any scenario, because the world is shifting. The countries that were rocking it, they're done. The empires are crumbling. The countries that weren't, they're rising. Everything is shifting and migrating. No one will be allowed to just stay in the same town they grew up in. It's not going to happen anymore. Your town may not even be there at some point in the near future. It's just a reality. But one thing that's consistent is that we focus on creating intentional reality in the International Moguls Club. And that's what this channel is all about. Okay, so if you are receiving this upgrade, it is because you are being invited by the universe into something so much higher than what you've ever been in before. And if that's something that you want, go ahead and like this video and subscribe and drop a comment that says, I'm stepping into my highest timeline. Okay? Put your comment in. I'm stepping into my highest timeline because most people on the planet are behind. Why? Because they stayed back with other people that are behind, not moving, not growing, because the mechanism that is called the system gets people to do that. Meanwhile, all the top moguls, they're not staying behind anybody. Not any way, shape, or form. They will drop people like a bad habit if they are not growing, because growth is what you do when you are playing a video game of reality, which, if I could just be so blunt, is psychological warfare and the Hunger Games, the prey, the predator. And moguls do not be like, oh, I feel sorry for this person, I'm going to stay behind. No, they are absolutely up leveling at every point they possibly can. That is them being connected to the highest frequency. More flow, more strategy. No creature in the world is like, this little other creature's negative and dangerous and toxic and miserable, and I'm going to go over here. No, the creature's like, I'll go over here. Right? This is an absolute very important thing. Because people are behind because they do that. And now there ain't no option. You can unsubscribe from that. You are going to have to go so far ahead. You are going to have to step into a new reality, change timelines, because it is the only way to keep up with a quantum rate of exponential growth and transformation in the world. This is just the beginning. So let's make that comment. I'm stepping into my highest timeline because you are moguls. Okay, let's connect some more dots, which is the human design architecture and quantum shifts. Let's just look at this human design architecture, okay? Because you were built for something very purposeful. You have a purpose blueprint, a genetic blueprint that reveals exactly how you are meant to create, manifest, and navigate life. And when you got misaligned with your design, following the sheeple and the herd and the system putting you through into the slave system, they're over making piles of money, hardly doing anything, and they're sending you into the slave system to be a cog in the wheel and get a job and a salary, be a good girl and a good boy, and don't teach you anything about how to do that while they're over there raking it in. Okay, they misaligned you as part of the psychological warfare that the predator, which is all in the Hunger Games of reality, does. Misdirecting you, misguiding you, misaligning you with what the creator created you to be. And you mistook life as this negative thing. That's not the creator's version of it. That's the system's version of it. And you mistook that and got confused. But your creator created you with a purpose and a design. And you got misaligned, you got programmed into stupidity, you got poisoned, you got extracted, you got put on the hamster wheel, and they turn up the heat in the freaking pot, and you are the frog. And it kept you in these low frequency loops: burnout, scarcity, struggle, survival, addiction, depression, anxiety. It's all because it's low frequency. And then let's get you to be even more of a consumer. Now you're going to consume all of the solution. We are going to burn you to the ground and then sell you the solution. We're making you work, extracting the productivity and the GDP, taking the taxes, even though we left and created a country because we didn't want to do that. But what happened? They repeated the cycle. It's a monarchy disguised as a democracy, just taken from the peasants. Hate to say it, people, but it's true. And we're going to keep you dumbed down. We're going to keep you numb. And then we are going to sell the shit out of you. All the stuff you can do to just try to escape reality and then try to fix it with a solution. This, that, until you have 5,000 symptoms and you're nothing but trying to solve them. And the root issue is this: you are misaligned with your design. You're in a low frequency and you got to move to the highest frequency so your human design system can operate intentionally and purposely, taking you to your destiny. Because when you are aligned with your inner authority, your strategy, and your energetic type, be that a manifester, generator, projector, manifesting generator, or reflector, what happens when you align with that, you unlock the flow channel. And once you're in flow, the shift of timelines is like second nature to you. This is the path of the quantum mogul, one who knows consciously how to rewire reality through frequency, design, and decision. Moguls. Here is the alchemy formula: identity plus intention equals a higher frequency, and that is the new level of material creation, right? So here's the formula for reality alchemy: an identity shift. You must be the mogul first. Just means powerful, wealthy, influential person. Okay? The future is you right now. You need to be that. Dress like it, speak it, think it, feel it. That version of you already exists and you've got to claim it. You've got to live in intentionality because it is the operating system of the universe. Every day, get clear on what you want to experience and why, right? This whole thing where we keep reliving the same Groundhog Day. No wonder most people live in the same exact place they grew up in. They literally keep reprogramming the same day over and over because their system has no variety. We have got to get an intentionality for super high level goals. You know why? Because in reality, they're not that big. And you know why they seem big? Because you were made to be small. You were suppressed. You were literally controlled. You were literally put in a prison of reality by the system. That is not what the creator intended. You were told to shut up and put up and follow the herd. And you were made to be small. And guess what? What was built in is that when you actually tried to rise up, the crabs in the bucket, the other prisoners in the prison, then they, are awful to you. Trust me, I know this. The bigger success I ever had, the worse my earliest people in my life were to me. It was built in. You would all, the prisoners in the freaking slave system would keep each other down. It's like genius. They don't even have to keep an eye on it. They're on their yachts because they're like, I don't have to keep these people suppressed. I got the media doing it. I got all the poison food. They're in the cage for generations. The parents are the mechanism, the school, all the thing. And if somebody tries to rise up and feel good about themselves, oh, people will clamp the hell down on them. They'll make 5 million horrible troll comments and all this bullshit. They don't even have to watch the prisoners to keep them from escaping, because all they do when they see someone rising is so many people. Granted, some people are totally rooting for each other. A lot of people pull down, drag down. Where do you think you're going? Who do you think you are? Want you, everyone else to be a prisoner, instead of being like, oh, you're getting out of here. Let me wake up and connect to my dream and my creation. So we got to get big, big, big dreams, and no, they're actually totally small in relationship to the entire freaking universe and what it's capable of doing and how much flow there is. We were taught that these numbers are so big. When you get used to it, you say $1 trillion. You want to get used to $1 trillion, say it to yourself 100 times a day. Get used to it. Do it for 1 year. Everything that comes up in your body, you'll know, like, oh, well, oh, it doesn't fit in there. It doesn't feel right. It feels too big. Get it to feel small. Now it can live in you. Now you can be a match for it. You've got to go big. It raises your frequency, and we need frequency mastery. That's the next part. And to protect that frequency on every level, my friends, every thought, person, habit, and input has to be adding to your ideal reality. Okay, so you're either broadcasting the signal of freedom and sovereignty, or you are like emitting the static of survival. Everything you want is downstream from having a high frequency. It just the reality comes through, your frequency is high, and it manifests it, generates it, and projects it into the world. Okay, so if you are serious about stepping into your quantum mogul destiny, you've got to subscribe now. Make sure you're on this channel, on this circuitry, and just lock in this flow. Okay, so let's activate your quantum future. Now, let's take this in. You were born to live in a higher timeline. You are here to transcend the matrix. Let it go. They got you. They programmed you, your family. They programmed all of us to be slaves to a teeny, really small amount of extremely, very, very powerful people. But you were created by the creator. You were created from power, not pain. You don't have to live in it. Okay. You are no longer reacting to your life. You are rewriting it. You are reprogramming it. You're not here to be surviving. You are here to be reigning over your reality, because that's what reality alchemy really is. That is the mogul pathway. Okay, so commit right now to this daily activation, which is to watch at least one mogul upgrade video a day. And when your frequency drops from time to time, don't go do a bunch of other bullshit that's going to get you nowhere. That's just part of your locked in loop, just feeding that. Instead, be like, I'm going to do a mogul upgrade, a mogul up. Come, pop in, watch a video, watch them and watch them until you get higher and higher. Okay. And when you feel that shift, just be all in for the immersion into the mogul energy. And I want to have you leave a comment, everyone. What timeline are you stepping into next? Where are you meant to be? Are you meant to be at billionaire status? Are you meant to be in that timeline? Are you meant to literally slide into that timeline and just absolutely inhabit it? Are you meant to be in the power couple status and be on that level? Are you meant to be in empire reality and be in that level of creativity, or dynasty level wealth reality? You decide what timeline you're stepping into. And I just want to say I'm proud of all of you. Congratulations, moguls. You have just received another mogul upgrade. Becoming into your most powerful, influential self. This is what raises your frequency. And it's amazing for you tuning all the way in, receiving millions and millions of upgrades. And I really recommend that you also go to the description that is for the video. Make sure you do your human design chart. Make sure you get that. That report is free. And also comment on the video about what you are in human design. Are you a manifester, generator, 51622413? What are you? There's also transformational books there. They're amazing. They're Wall Street Journal best-selling transformational books. We got everything to make sure you upgrade in this exponential era. Also, take a look. There's a couple more videos here that are available, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep moguling, moguls. Bye-bye.